Hello. Intro, mamá de media, ajá. Pero bueno, entonces vamos a darle al buen Kingdom Come con el Henry Malandrín que todo se roba. De hecho vamos a guardar esto aquí, hablando de cosas robadas. ¿Qué hice ahorita? Mira. Traigo estas cosas robadas porque me puse a hacer actividades que son como misiones secundarias, pero piteras. O sea, misiones secundarias, pero chiquitas, ¿sabes? O sea, cosas que puedes repetir y repetir y repetir. Más que nada como para grindear nivel y ganar dinerito y así, ¿no? Que de hecho aquí pues ya tenemos 853 porque he estado haciendo misiones de este güey, del molinero de Peshek, que pues como es un ladrón y nos compra cosas robadas, pues nos mandó a robar cosas. Entonces lo último que hicimos fue robarle un libro a Hanush, que es el señor de Ratai, o sea, como el jefe de aquí. Eh, Aquí está el libro ilustrado, ¿no? Entonces esto nos lo pidió, que yo supongo que probablemente sea la última misión que nos pide este güey, pero pues al menos
How
esto sí
are
lo
you?
quería ilustrar. Tengo un libro.
I have that book from Hanish for you.
Great work. Here's your well-earned reward. I got a down payment, and the buyer will be gnawing his nails by now. I'm glad I won't let him down. See you later.
Ahí está. Bueno, y este güey nos da misiones como de robar cosas, ¿no? Sí, míralo.
Take care.
Y ya se acabaron. O sea, estas son misiones secundarias técnicamente, pero son de las X. Entonces esto supongo que las haré fuera de cámaras cuando tenga ganas de jugar o algo así. Porque también hice esta de un vagabundo que nada más nos pide que robemos este dinero de los bolsillos de las personas. Pero es que es muy aburrido, o sea, nada más es eso, para como subirte el nivel de ciertas habilidades y ya. Entonces, pues sinceramente no creo que valga la pena que lo grabe. Lo voy a hacer nada más para subirnos el diálogo y esas habilidades, que eso sí me interesa, pero pues para otra cosa no, la verdad. Entonces, pues vamos a esperar a la mañana. Vamos a seguir con la principal, con la misión principal y ya las demás actividades pues las iré haciendo conforme tenga tiempo libre. O sea, cosillas así que no sean interesantes como hacer pociones, ¿no? Por ejemplo, lo de la alquimia, que, o sea, la primera vez que lo haces está chido porque es nuevo, es interesante, es interactivo, pero ya después de las primeras 3 veces ya te empieza a tocar un poco los huevos porque pues es bastante tardado. También lo de recoger hierbas, por ejemplo, o sea, pues eso no... O sea, se tiene que hacer, pero no es particularmente entretenido, ¿sabes? Entonces, pues, ¿para qué? Y ya. Y bueno, las cosas que también he ido robando, pues las pongo en el cofre ahí para que se les quite el estado de robado y las podamos vender a los comerciantes, los que te compran específicamente esas cosas, ¿no? La ropa para el sastre y bla, bla. Este, las joyas para el comerciante y así. Que se le podríamos vender a Peshek porque nos compra cosas robadas, sí, pero nos las compra por un precio muy, muy reducido. O sea, a diferencia de lo que nos pagarían en un comerciante legal, por así decirlo. Pues sí, la diferencia es bastante abismal, entonces pues sería un desperdicio, la verdad. Vamos a comer aquí. Entonces pues ya que estoy aquí voy a aprovechar para hablar con el vago este que me pidió que robara dinero. Viene para acá. Sí. A ver que suba y hablamos con él. Es este idiota, a ver.
My respects to you.
Aquí están vuestros groschen, ajá. Y nos da la mitad. Habéis mencionado tu
You
trabajo.
mentioned another.
Aye. There's a good widow living in squalor with us in the camp. She sold the last memento she had of her sainted mother to a moneylender so she could feed her young ones.
You want me to get this memento back?
Just so. I'd do it myself, only I can't show my face on the town square without the catchpoles kicking my arse. Steal her ring back from that usurer, Wolf from Bruda.
I'll be right back.
I'll be with you.
Ok, ahora que le robemos el anillo al Wolfram, pues qué bueno, ¿eh? Es que como empezó hablando es que está esta señora que vive con nosotros, los indigentes, que vendió su único recuerdo familiar para alimentar a sus pequeños, pero por un momento pensé que nos iba a decir, róbale el dinero a la señora.
On my soul, it is him. What are you doing here,
Dije,
lad?
este hijo de
We
puta,
thought you were done
pero
for.
pues no. Me atacaron unos bandidos en Skalitz.
Bandits attacked me in Skalitz.
And why, for God's sake, did you go back there? Who else but cutthroats and bandits did you
¿Por qué
expect to
entonces habéis
find?
vuelto aquí?
I
Mal
needed to bury
traducido,
my
¿eh?
parents.
Dijo, ¿por qué volviste allá?
I see. Your father fought like a lion. I'm sorry.
He saved my life.
And not not just yours. He was a good man, and you did right to bury him.
I didn't even manage that. I failed to save him or put him to rest.
And just what could you have done at Skalitz? If you tried to fight, the both of you will be dead. He gave his life for yours, Hal. So you'd better make good use of it.
You're right. And just what are you doing here?
Ajá, voy a ver a
I
Ratzi.
must speak with Sir Radzig. Is he here?
He's in the palace with Sir Hanush of Ratai. They're feasting in the Knight's Hall. What do you want with him?
My father made him a sword. He asked me to deliver it to Sir Radzig.
I don't see any sword.
No. Bandits attacked me and stole it. I need to tell his lordship what happened. And then I'm going to find the sword.
Of course you are, Hal. Good luck.
Thanks.
Bueno, pues al menos están de acuerdo con que hayamos ido a Skalitz a intentar enterrar a los padres de Henry, aunque no lo logramos, pero bueno, al menos nos ayudaron con eso. ¿Quién? Teresa y Bernard, o Robert. Bernard. Entonces, pues va. A Bürgstein a ver si Ratzig.
Your Graces, I have to tell you in all seriousness that this land of ours is in the shit. Deep fucking shit. Don't you agree?
I might not have put it as eloquently as you, Hanush, but I've been driven out of my own castle, so I'm hardly going to disagree.
Indeed. But Birkstein is yours for as long as you need it. There's room enough for your men and you here at Rattay, and I'm sure my ward won't have any objection to me lending you his castle.
I'd be honored. Pechstein is at your disposal as long as you wish, Your Grace.
Just as well you have another castle at the other end of town, eh? At any rate, I'm beholden to you, Sir Hans, and to you, Sir Hanush.
I don't like to speak ill of your people, Sir Radzig, but, well, there's no love lost between the townsfolk and the refugees. There's been talk of criminality.
No, they'll have to get used to it until the situation's resolved.
But when will it be resolved? And what on God's earth is this war even about? I won't lie, sir. I don't understand it.
You aren't alone, Father. I believe Sigismund's original intention was to persuade Wenceslas to accept the imperial crown and to leave the rule of Bohemia to him.
Who could blame him? I know Wenceslas is a friend of yours, Radzig, but even you have to admit he brought it upon himself.
I can't deny the king neglected affairs of state for other pursuits. There is a need for order in the land, but I don't think the lords who sided with Sigismund realized just what Hungarian order looks like.
Hungarian order.
What concerns me, sir, is how a good Christian could resort to such brutality.
To give him his due, I don't think he expected the lords of this country to stand behind the king. But thanks to him, we're tearing ourselves apart, and now he has to get things under control.
But why in God's name does he have to use those barbarians?
Money is the root of all evil, young sir. Wars are costly, and this one has dragged on for a year. Sigismund ran out of coin for knights, so he recruited those whore sons that settled in Hungary. The less he pays, the more they make up for it with plunder.
That's why he attacked us. He was after our silver.
What are you doing? You've no business here. Clear off.
Wait, it's Henry. Henry, who disappeared after I clearly ordered him to remain at Taunberg.
I'm sorry, sir, but I had to bury my parents.
Had to? Do you think you were the only man who lost someone there? But the others listened to their lord.
And it wasn't just your own life you nearly threw away. So Robard and his men risked theirs to save you.
I'm sorry, but I had to.
Oh, there you go. When you have to, Radzig.
Your father was a remarkable man, and your mother, she was remarkable too. They deserved a Christian burial. Did you manage that at least?
No. I was attacked by thieves. I wouldn't be here now if it wasn't for that girl.
Girl?
The miller's daughter, Teresa.
The miller's daughter saved you from the footpads? Oh, there's a tale to tell your children.
I owe her my life. She distracted them and then brought me to Rattay. But without Sir Robard, we'd both be dead.
Oh, that's what I call a good woman. Hang on to that one, lad.
Still, it's a great shame your parents are buried in unconsecrated ground. That means purgatory for them.
Be quiet, Friar. I didn't invite you here to eat me out of house and home and deliver a sermon while you were doing it.
If you're so concerned, Father, maybe you should save the innocent souls of these fine Christians yourself. Go to Skalitz and consecrate their graves. I assure you, if you're killed by bandits, your soul will soar straight to heaven, as long as someone buries you in consecrated ground first.
If there's anything left to bury, that plump carcass of yours would be quite a feast for the wolves and the crows. And one skeleton looks much like another, so how would we know which were your ordained bones or those of Sigismund's Tartars?
Be that as it may, why have you come here?
I must get your sword back.
Sword? My sword hangs here at my side.
No, the sword my father forged for you. One of those thieves stole it from me.
They almost killed him and he already wants to go back.
Takes after his father, I suppose. Lad, I've lost a castle, a village, silver mines, and a good half of my subjects. Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
I understand. I'd feel the same way. But prudence is the better part of valor, and a dead man keeps no promises.
Aye. The woman had to save his fat from the fire, and now he wants revenge. What kind of fool are you, boy?
He's no fool. Henry, you have courage, but you need training, arms, a horse. Or do you mean to beat this thief at dice?
No, sir. Please, take me into your service and give me the chance to learn these things.
The gall of him. Fled from the enemy, disobeyed your orders, duped Sir Divish, lost your sword, put Sir Robard in danger with his actions, and now he wants a promotion.
Sir Capon's right.
What you say is certainly true, except for fleeing the enemy. You would have run as well, believe me. Henry's earned some punishment, but how do you punish someone who's already lost everything, Courage and blind obedience are good qualities for a soldier, but a wise man also appreciates loyalty, perseverance, and determination. Besides, that was a fine sword that his father made. If he thinks he can get it back, I won't turn it down.
My lord, he's a peasant.
My lord,
you can't make a squire of a peasant.
Why not? Someone made a priest of a pig.
He isn't a peasant, Father. He's a blacksmith, and recent events have left me in need of his skills. So, you'd like to enter my service?
Sir, Yes, I would. You won't regret it.
I probably will. I'm doing this for your father, lad. Don't it disappoint me.
Oh, fortune has finally smiled on you today, lad. Make the most of it.
Now that I think about it, Sir Hanush, the boy needs training and experience, and you need spear carriers.
That's true. The bailiff is always complaining about your people making trouble in the camp. Maybe one of their own among the guard might help.
It might. In any event, it will prove valuable experience.
But let's be clear. You're the one paying him. Captain Bernard, see to his training, and then send him to the bailiff.
Yes, sir.
And don't spare him.
You can rely on it, sir.
Don't forget, Henry. Don't disappoint me.
Bien malhumorado el puto Robert,
my lord.
Por haber tarde, puta, ya se me olvidó otra vez. Y lo acaban de decir. Jeje. Torneo de rata. Ay, bueno, esto es del DLC, pero no lo vamos a hacer. Entrenar duro para luchar con facilidad. A ver. Esto hasta Talbert tenemos que ir a su puta madre. Ah, sí, es que esto es el que tenemos que robar. Sí, es que eso también fue de una misión en la que fui a hablar con un molinero que estaba acá. Y nos dijo que queríamos que... Digo, que quería que fuéramos a Talbert a robar unos tabardos, ¿no? Entonces, pues cuando vayamos para allá lo hacemos, pero ahorita no. Ahorita vamos a hacer la principal. También tenemos aquí la de robarle el anillo Wolfram. Pero ahorita vamos a seguir con la principal. Digo, o sea, las secundarias sí las grabaré, porque las secundarias son buenísimas, secundarias chidas. Pero las actividades así de róbale 50 monedas a este fulano de bigote. Ok, ahora róbale otras 50 monedas a esta mujer que también tiene bigote. Eso no, güey, o sea, nah. No, eso es tontería, eso me lo voy a saltar. O sea, no me lo voy a saltar, lo haré después, pero...
I should stop by during the day.
No está aquí. Supongo que vendrá en camino, ¿no? O algo. Vamos a esperar hasta las 12. O sea, porque no es tarde, o sea, no... ¿Este güey dónde está? Aquí está. Bernard.
I'll be with you.
Can I ask?
Mira, todo esto, mira, nivel principal, porque hablamos. O sea, esto nada más me lo voy a saltar, sinceramente, porque no me interesa su opinión. Solo quiero subir el diálogo.
I'm here for...
Yes, you're that boy Sir Radzik sent.
That's me.
Yes, that's me.
Let's get to it then, since that's what Sir Radzik wishes. And because you've never held a sword in your hand before, we'll start with something simpler.
No, lo avanzado, porque ahorita nos va a empezar otra vez con lo de... Da clic izquierdo para dar un tajo, da clic derecho para una estocada, y no, qué hueva. Mejor ya lo que nos cruje.
Very well then. Let's see what you're made of, lad. Come at me and don't hold back.
Ay, güey. Y se ataca, me mete un putazote.
Good strike.
Hola, 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 hola. Este güey me hace counters y todo, ¿eh? No, no, me lo veo. O sea, me está haciendo los combos que quiere, güey. El que está entrenando es él. Es que claro, o sea, ahorita no sabemos ni bloquear, ni esquivar, ni nada, o sea, no... Ni caminando me puedo librar de sus contras, digo, de sus ataques.
You're not a complete dead loss. It'll be hard work to turn you into a master, but you have the basics. Let's try something more advanced.
Really?
When in combat, keep an eye on the space between you and your opponent. That is your space. Try to attack from the side the opponent will find harder to block in time. If I'm holding the sword raised up, do an uppercut. If my sword is low, lunge. Let's try it. You strike a few times at the side where I'm not holding my sword.
Atacarlo del lado donde no está agarrando la espada, ok.
All right. Good. Well done. That's it. Right. Lesson 2. Everything you've learned about blocking is wrong. When I cover, I can simply fend off the blows with the sword and gain control of the space between us. It's better not to control just the space, but actually your opponent's weapon. Attack, and I'll show you.
Sí, los counters, ¿no? Pero no me va a enseñar a hacer counters ahorita.
Alright, that will do. Now you. The trick is to stay in your stance. As soon as I start to attack, you block. The move knocks the blade aside.
Ok, ya empezamos a aprender a bloquear.
Good.
Es bastante simple, solo hay que presionar la Q cuando aparezca el escudito verde y ya está.
Alright. Well done. All right. Good. Right, now we'll try it a little faster. Concentrate and block just at the moment I start attacking. I'll strike you from above each time so you can see it well.
Hijo Digo, voy a atacarte desde arriba cada vez para que lo veas bien. Y ataca desde abajo. Casual.
Very good. Nice. Well done. Good, good. Now let's try it at full speed. You probably won't succeed, but that's normal at the start. You must train. Let's go.
Ow. Ow. Au. Au. Es bien rápido, ¿eh? No sé si eso sea por lo de mi poca habilidad con la espada o qué onda, pero ataca bien rápido.
Greetings, Sir Hans. What brings you here? I was on my way when I noticed that you're entertaining Sir Radzig's esteemed guests. Not the same as holding a hammer, is it, blacksmith? It's Sir Radzig's orders. I know. I'm actually
Lo que este güey anda soltando basura, yo voy a agarrar florecitas, comprar. Que ese güey se vaya a jugar con los arcos y flechas, me vale madres. Huevos, perro.
Where did we finish? Yeah, leading the opponent where you want him. There's one more way to evade a strike. You simply step aside, attack, and I'll show you.
Sí, voy, espérame, estoy ocupado.
What are you waiting for?
Ah, no puedo dar estocadas, qué raro.
All right, try it. It's important not to move too soon. I'll see where you're going and hit you. And the same will happen if you move too late. I'll attack slowly now. As you see me, raise the weapon, jump aside. You'll throw the opponent off a bit, and there's your chance.
Y ahora esquivar es básicamente lo mismo que el bloqueo, pero pues con las teclas de movimiento y ya.
Well done. Fine. Now try it a little quicker. Try and get used to the rhythm. Never take your eyes off your opponent. You'll see a strike before it's even properly started.
Ah, qué pedo, ahí sí le he dado de esquivar y le volvió. Ok.
Well done. All right. Not bad. And the last thing for today, a trick. You raise the sword to force your opponent to block, but then change the direction of the attack at the last moment. The opponent won't even know what hit him. Try it. Draw back the weapon, then change the attack zone and strike.
Una finta,
I don't
¿no?
have time to react. No! Well done. Nice. Well done. Wrong, damn it! Very good. Wrong, damn it! Very good. Well now, that wasn't too bad. Maybe we'll make a soldier of you after all. But don't get cocky. You have to train hard and persistently. You might have talent, but talent alone won't do. Practice. Whenever you've got nothing better to do and you're in the mood for it, you can come and train here with me. I can teach you something more when you're up to it.
Okay.
Don't leave yet. Radzig also wanted me to teach you archery. Come with me. Farewell.
Ah, nos va a enseñar tiro con arco, excelente. A partir de ahora podéis venir a la arena cuando queráis y desafiar al maestro a un duelo de entrenamiento. Ok, mira, pues ya desbloqueamos la arena para el entrenamiento. Voy a seguir agarrando hierbas en lo que este voy a avanzar. Oh, mira, esto sí es con suelta. Esto lo compuso. No, Eurasia. Esto no lo teníamos. Que sí, o sea, pues mira, o sea, lo tenemos que seguir. Entonces, en lo que ese güey camina, paso de abuelita, de caracol sin dirección, pues yo voy agarrando flores porque, pues, porque chingados no. Y ya, pero bueno, mira, ya, o sea, ya ve cómo recogemos parches de hierbas porque ya me dediqué a subir esto bastante. No sé ni qué nivel seamos, seremos como 5 o algo así. manzanilla. Creo que también hay una... Ay, cabrón, el perro me está empujando. También hay una habilidad que cada vez que descubres uno de estos hitos, como una cruz conciliatoria o como esas cosas en el mapa, te van dando, te sube el carisma. La verdad no sé cómo funciona, no sé si sea como un aumento temporal. Yo supongo que sí, porque si te la subes de primeras te da carisma infinito, ¿sabes? O sea, estaría un poco roto, pero la verdad es que no estoy seguro. Vamos a lavarnos, que estamos medio puercos. Y con suerte pronto ya se les quitará el estado de robado a las cosillas que guardamos en el cofre, ¿eh? Para que las podamos vender. Porque la armadura, o sea, la armadura que llevamos para empezar está bien. Porque tampoco pesa tanto, porque esa es la otra, o sea, no tenemos nada de espacio en el inventario, no podemos cargar nada todavía, entonces pues no me preocuparía mucho por la armadura, pero sí me gustaría tener un arma mejor. Me gustaría probar otra vez con una maza o algo así. En el segundo gameplay que hice empecé a utilizar el hacha y luego descubrí que el hacha es una puta mierda, tú. Pero asquerosísima, no hace ni madres, o sea. Se suponía... Uy. Bueno, ya estamos aquí, voy a dejar de recoger hierbas. Se suponía que el hacha era como un punto medio entre la espada y la maza, pero no hace ninguna de las dos cosas bien.
Let's see then. Take this bow, go and stand in position over there, and we can start. And another thing, put on this arm guard. Without it, you...
Thank you, Captain.
Save the thanks. Now concentrate. A bow ain't exactly the weapon of the knight, but it can come in. You've got two bandits coming at you from a distance. You shoot one in the eye, drop your bow, and draw your sword on the other. Emperor Charles, God rest him, encouraged his subjects to learn archery. He even organized contests in Prague. You wouldn't have gotten far there. You're holding the thing like a piece of firewood. But enough talk. There's the target. Try and hit it. Draw the bow, aim, and release. Try to get a feel for the rhythm. Inhale on the draw. Hold your breath for a moment, then release the string. No jerky movements. Just let the string slide out of your fingers, as if you were about to draw it back more. It's all one movement. The arrow aiming at the target, flying at it. Shoot away. What you have there is a training bow. The arrow drops quickly. Once you've trained a bit, you can get yourself a better one, and then those arrows will fly so fast you won't see them. Don't forget the arm guard. Once you've mastered the bow a bit, you won't need it anymore.
¿Quién sabe por qué las flechas empiezan volando hacia donde se les hincha el huevo y luego ya funcionan bien? No entiendo la verdad.
That's it then. I don't like to say it, but it wasn't that bad.
I don't know why you're wasting your time, Sir Bernard.
No me gusta decirlo, pero no ha estado tan mal. O sea, a este güey le duele darnos cumplidos, ¿eh? Y este pendejo tirándonos mierda.
After all, he's done it before.
What did you say?
¿Qué dijiste, pendejo?
Calm down, boy. Keep in mind who you're talking to.
A braggart who was born with a silver spoon in his mouth.
Now, you've really done it. You'll go to the stocks for that.
Calm yourself, Sir Bernard. If the blacksmith boy feels he can prove himself, then let him try. Do you think you can beat me? Well?
Any time.
Very well. If you defeat me, I'll give you my bow. If you lose, you'll have to pay up. Do you even have any coin?
I have enough.
Good. Then let's get to it.
Competimos, a ver. ¿Dónde tenía que disparar yo? Ok, más arriba. Está medio complicado porque pues no te da como, no tienes como HUD cuando usas el arco, entonces tienes que medio calcularle para darle al centro. Oh, y esa me he cagado, Vamos a recuperar resistencia. Que también creo que como que a las flechas les afecta el viento, pero cuando quieren, y de repente tienen un chingo de caída, de repente no cae nada. No sé, está raro, supongo que porque todavía no somos muy buenos con el arco, pero igual es medio desesperante. Igual hemos partido el culo, pero bueno.
Probably just wasn't your day, sir.
Nah, hombre, facilito,
I
bro.
told you I have a heavy hand. Ever since I fell off that horse during the last hunt. What are you grinning about, boy? I think you owe me a little payback. How about a sword fight at the arena?
Hello.
Like. Sir Hans, is this necessary? Your Highness has already had words about you fighting with your subjects. He explicitly told me.
I know what he told you. You can just tell him I didn't listen to you. So what's it going to be, blacksmith?
If we must.
Hello.
Excellent. Then let's go.
Si quieres que te parta la carita, mamón, pues va. Cámaras, putito.
Yebat!
Yerbat.
Give it up already?
Wait, wait. Oh, la bestia. Ok, con calmita, con calmita. Toma. Jeje, facilito, perro.
You got the better of me this time, blacksmith.
Quería que no me diera ni un tajo, pero bueno, no pasa nada. Mientras le ganamos, todo bien.
Don't worry your mangy head about me, peasant. We'll see each other
No
again.
hace falta que ocupéis vuestros mugrientos pensamientos.
Best years are behind it anyway.
Nos da un arquito. Muy bien. No lo podemos usar aún, pero oye, pues ya lo tenemos ahí, mínimo, ¿no?
You better hope his lordship hasn't taken it badly.
Ah, eso espero. No debería haberme desafiado.
I hope he has.
Watch it, boy. A few of my men have won fights against him before and never had a problem. But you could be the first. Now go to the rat house. The bailiff's waiting for you there.
All right, Captain.
Y no podemos entrenar con este güey ahorita. Ok. O sea, si nos deja entrenar, pues de una vez que nos enseñe los parries, pero si no, pues ni modo. Ah, torneo en rata, y esto no me interesa. Robar el anillo, presentarmente el merino. Ok, pues vamos para allá. Que nos hemos subido fuerza. Yo que ahorita quiero ver qué tenemos para desbloquear. Ojalá ya tengamos para el mula 1. El mula es una de estas habilidades que te puedes subir y te deja cargar más peso en el inventario. Es para que tengamos más espacio básicamente, y eso nos urge. O sea, en cuanto se pueda nos subimos mula. O sea, mula prioridad 1. Porque pues, entre más carguemos, pues más cosillas podemos llevar para vender. Entonces, sí, míranos, mula. Luego está esto de maestro del forcejeo, enterrador, pero realmente no me interesa. O sea, ella, 97. No sube mucho, pero oye, algo es algo. Y ya después tendremos bastante más pesillo. Cuando tengamos el caballo le podemos poner cosas para que las cargue. O sea, estará bien, estará bien. Y hay que ir a la casa del merino, ¿verdad? Dicen. De momento no me voy a molestar en gastar dinero en armas, ni en armaduras, ni nada de eso, porque después ya, o sea, vamos a ir usando lo que nos vayamos encontrando realmente. O sea, invertir dinero en esto es tontería ahorita. Ya después cuando nos sobre el dinero, pues ya podemos comprar cosillas que nos interesen, pero antes no. Porque ahorita vamos a comprar algo y vamos a hacer la primera misión y vamos a encontrar algo mejor. O sea, ya gastamos el dinero lo estúpido. O sea, no.
Good day to you.
No vale la pena. Ah, ¿quién puede enseñarme a leer? Pasa algo por aquí. Ah, mira, este es para que nos dé misiones.
Master Bailiff, is there anything of interest going on here? Don't even talk to me.
Ah. Bueno, esto es para el diálogo, no me interesa, me lo voy a saltar. Dice, ni me hables, o sea, ¿qué pedo? ¿Quién puede enseñarme a leer?
There's a retired scribe in Ushitz.
No shits, para que nos enseñe a leer, pues luego
I'm
vamos.
to put myself under the bailiff's command. Ah, so you're the young man Sir Radzig appointed? Yes.
Very well. Sir Radzig asked me to test you a little, and as it happens, you've come at the right time. We've a few disputes to settle. It seems some of your former neighbors have been acting quite inappropriately. I was hoping having one of their own on the town watch might help sort things out.
¿Por qué habrían de escucharme?
I'm not sure. I'm just a boy from a forge.
Not anymore, lad. Now you're a part of Sir Radzig's retinue. That brings responsibilities. Have you been to see Captain Bernard?
No le gustó el capitán ni rompí a sudar. Fue toda una prueba. Sir Hans me desafió un combate cuerpo a cuerpo.
I have. He trained me, and then Sir Hans Capon challenged me to a duel.
I see. Sir Hans Capon likes to measure his strength against others. But be careful, Henry. Noblemen are quick to anger, and you don't need that kind of trouble. Well, anyway, you're going to assist my town guard. Come to the church in the afternoon. Yaroslav the watchman, Nightingale they call him, will wait for you there. He'll show you around the town and teach you a little about keeping the peace. And you need to stop by the armory to pick up some gear.
Yes, bailiff.
Y jiji, nos van a regalar más equipo. Ve, o sea, pues eso, ¿no? O sea, al menos aquí de principio te regalan cosillas y pues vamos a ir a comprar para después no tener que usarlas, ¿no? O sea, no mames, me he caído 2 escalones y me he torcido el tobillo, ¿qué pedo? Henry, pero tú... Yo hice la patrulla del señor, recoge el equipo en la sala inferior del... Vamos a ir por el equipo, porque aunque vayamos equipados, pues esto luego lo vendemos, ¿sabes? O algo. También voy a vender hierbas a este güey de todo lo que... No, de hecho acá. Bueno, aquí está el arborista, entonces le vamos a pagar nuestra deuda, ya que tenemos 1000 de orito. Le vamos a vender las hierbas que traíamos. Recuperar algo de salud.
I'm feeling as good as new.
I'm glad to hear it.
Cerca de la deuda. No pagaré ni madres.
Here you are.
Thank you. I'm glad to see you're a man of honor. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Me ganamos reputación, ¿no? Eso está bien. Y ahora le vamos a vender estas 1000 hierbas que he recogido. A ver, 62 de ortiga, esto fuera. Amapola también fuera. La mayoría, no todas, porque pues, luego les digo que la caléndula sí me quedó varias, la manzanilla sí fuera. O sea, nos vamos a vender varias, pero no todas, porque luego se ocupan y no tengo, y qué hueva irme a buscar. La pala debería de guardarla también, porque pesa bastante. Le regateamos. Le regalamos un poquito más de groshens y nos da reputación 2 veces. Así al menos vamos ganando más reputación más rápido, ¿sabes? Ok. Pues vamos por el equipo a la armería. Y así, que hablando de reputación, ¿cómo va ese tema, Rata y 56B, o sea, aquí no... No nos tienen en alta estima todavía, pero pues en eso estamos. O sea, conforme vayamos tratando con comerciantes, haciendo misiones secundarias, actividades, hablando con personas y bla bla, pues nos irá subiendo la reputación. Y eso va a ayudar a que nos den mejores precios en la armería, que... Bueno, que nos den mejores precios los comerciantes en general, realmente, no sé qué más. Mira, este güey es el que hay que robarle el anillo. Solo le voy a preguntar a estos que no están resaltados, digo que están resaltados en blanco, para que me suba el diálogo y ya. Ese güey hay que robarle el anillo. No lo voy a hacer ahorita, a plena luz del día, porque hay 1000 personas ahí viéndonos. Pero a lo mejor de noche, si andamos por aquí. Y si lo tenemos cerca, pues aprovecho. Si no, pues tampoco me voy a estresar demasiado. Ya lo haré después fuera de cámaras porque qué flojera. A ver, bro.
I was told to pick up a kit here.
I'd say there's not much room for improvement. You already look as good as any vassal. But your wish is my command. If my memory serves me, you're entitled to a helmet, a gambeson, and a club.
That's all?
You want a kiss and a hug as well?
I mean equipment.
It's quite enough for patrolling the town. You're there to stop trouble, not start it.
A ver, ya nos da esto. 2, 3 y 5. ¿Esto que traemos? 2, 4 y 8. Mira, o sea, por ejemplo, la que traemos es mejor que esta. Este se me lo voy a poner solo porque está limpio. Y que nos ha dado una porra, ¿no? Esta madre la voy a tirar. Porque... Bueno, no, a ver, espérate. ¿Esto cuenta como masa? Sí, pues mira, me voy a equipar esto entonces. O sea, es una mierda, pues sí, pero oye... No, no sé. No, ¿para qué? Ni la voy a usar. O sea, si quiero subir el nivel de masa, sí es lo que vamos a usar, pero tampoco voy a usar esa porquería, ¿sabes? Si tengo algo mejor. Ya cuando consigamos una masa que podamos usar que esté mejor, pues ya lo usaremos, pero no una fucking porra, qué asco. El torneo y hay que ir para acá. ¿Qué hora es? Ok, estamos a tiempo. Dice que tenemos que ir entre las 11 y las 7. ¿Cómo vamos de energía? Energía y necesidad vamos bien. No sé si lo grabé. Yo supongo que sí, porque no me subo niveles o habilidades si no lo estoy grabando. Pero también me subí dos habilidades. Una de que duramos más sin comer para que podamos hacer cosillas y no nos dé hambre tan rápido. Y también una que duramos más sin dormir, básicamente lo mismo. Para que no nos baje tan rápido ni la energía ni la saciedad, que yo también siento que son bastante básicas, porque si no... O sea, supongo que sigue como un ciclo más o menos natural. Supongo que después de unas 12 horas pues ya te empiezas a caer de sueño y después de unas 5 o 6 horas sin comer pues ya te empieza a dar hambre, pero es que no está tan chido, ¿sabes? Estar pendiente de todo eso a cada ratito y tener que andar buscando comida o cargando cosas, sobre todo ahorita que no tenemos espacio alimentario.
We're supposed to go on patrol together?
I see you're kitted out.
Ready to get going.
Porque señor en inglés suena bien
I'm
cabrón. Eso de Nightingale.
Aren't you that lad the mill wench brought here on a cart?
Yes.
Teresa. Yes, she rescued me. She turned up with Captain Robot and his knights.
All honor to the girl. She has bigger balls than most men. Tell me, how did you pay her back?
Well, I thanked her.
That's not much, is it? You should go and see her when you get a chance. So, how did you end up in the service of the bailiff?
No es asunto vuestro. Quiero servir a Siratse, quiero ser útil.
I don't want to be kicking around in the dirt while other men do honest work.
You're an eager one, aren't you?
Come with me, Henry. We'll patrol the town and then check on the taverns to make sure they lock up in the evening.
I'm ready.
Don't forget, I'm supposed to try you out and, with the help of God, teach you something. So I expect you to deal with any misconduct yourself. I'll make sure you don't do anything too stupid. Let's go. This is our church, St. Matthew's.
Miren lo que nos va dando el tour. Herboristería, perfecto. Yo voy a seguir recogiendo hierbas, porque es que, güey, o sea... Está bien el tour y todo, y... sí, esta es la iglesia mamada y media, pero... Esta es una pérdida de tiempo importante.
A man shouldn't speak ill about servants of the Lord. This is our rat house. Pretty big, eh? The bailiff and his hands live there, and our maestro protonotarius, the scribe. And the jailhouse.
De hecho, la casa consistorial es bastante enorme, ¿eh?
Not even as a guard. Naturally, we have an executioner too, but he doesn't live in town. That wouldn't be proper, as I'm sure you know. He lives by Gallows Hill, the other side of the creek. This pillory was brand new in autumn, and 2 people have already been rocking on it. The swordsmith is here.
El espadero... O sea, nos está dando básicamente el tour de la ciudad, que yo ya me la sé de pies a cabeza. Casi. Sube el pleito entre el almero y la mendiga.
What are you two screeching about? Stop making such a ruckus.
Aquí viene tanto wiriguay.
This filthy beggar thinks.
My name is Jane.
No one cares what your name is. This filthy beggar thinks she can come and stink in front of my shop. I want you to get rid of her.
Maestro, ¿qué hace por
What's the problem here?
This is my shop, and I won't have beggars sitting on my doorstep. Let her go and squat in the square. She won't be in anyone's way there, and there's plenty of folk to beg from.
Jane, ¿de verdad tienes que mendigar aquí?
Must you sit here, of all places?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Folk drive me away wherever I sit. I can't keep walking all day and night.
¿Y os consideráis cristiano?
Can't you show us some Christian charity, Armourer?
What? Have you any idea how much I've given away in alms, even to this witch only yesterday?
Is that true?
Might be, might not.
Did you get any alms or not?
Yes.
From the Armourer here?
I don't know. And even if I did, that was yesterday, and my belly's empty again today.
That's true.
What would you know
Bien
about
pinche mal agradecida la morra, Ah, los dos ayudaremos a la pobre Jane.
We're both good Christians, aren't we? We should each give something to the poor soul.
And what then?
Then Jane will be on her way. Immediately.
King Solomon now, are you, lad? Fine. Fine, have it your way.
God bless you, and you too, citizen. I won't be a nuisance no more, really. Thank you. Thank you.
Jesus, you're as bad as each other.
Nice. Pues hecho. No me dan una recompensa ni nada. Este güey se me hace conocido.
God be with you.
¿A dónde se fue este güey?
Town burghers got their way, your folk wouldn't be let anywhere near the town. And now our people aren't too happy with him. Some fools are even calling for Sir Hanush to finally hand the fiefdom over to the young lord, Sir Hans Capon. Sir Hans's father, old Sir Yeshke, may God rest his soul, kept it till he was an old man. Then he retired from it, first to Moravia, then to eternity. Sir Hanush is managing the fiefdom until Sir Hans comes of age. They're related by blood somehow, the same great-great-grandfather or some such. The time's coming soon enough when the estates have to be handed over. These affairs often end in conflict. I hope we have nothing like that here.
Nah, pero Sir Hanush se ve que es buen pedo, ¿no? No creo que tenga problemas con Capon para cederle el mandato. O sea, bueno, mientras Capon madure un poquito, supongo yo. Capon.
This square here, it looks much better during the markets. Then it's filled to bursting with folk from all around.
Zarata yo creo que es la ciudad más grande de todas las reglas del juego, pero igual parece un agujero infecto, O sea, estas calles llenas de charcos ahí asquerosos, la gente lanzando mierda por las ventanas. O sea, no lo hacen aquí, pero se supone que así era, ¿sabes? O sea, cagas y luego lanzas la cagada a la calle.
Pruda has a pretty daughter, but he keeps her on a short rein, which the young bucks are none too happy about. I heard he even keeps the poor lass locked up at home all day.
Pruda es el carnicero, ¿no? Creo.
Here. See that filthy beggar? By Christ, I'll show the bastard. Comfortable, are we?
Arms, please, sir.
Who do you take me for? Are you stupid or just insolent?
Well, what's the matter?
Stupid, then. There's no begging allowed here, so pick up your stinking arse and haul it somewhere else.
Who am I bothering here?
Me. Us. Everyone. If Sir Hanush saw you here, he'd take a whip to you.
All right, I'm going.
Bien culeros,
Damn beggars. You offer them a helping hand, and they want the whole arm. It's not like the rules aren't clear. Beggars belong at the church.
There's one alehouse here on the market square, the Trader's Tavern. The other's up by the gate. We'll be going there later.
Sí, necesito... Todavía entrar de mientras yo sigo recogiendo hierbas. Crack. Aquí está el cazador, acá creo que está el herrero, por aquí está la iglesia. Bueno, una capellita, ¿no? Nada más. Donde viene Sir Hanush a rezar, míralo, ahí va. El buen Sir Hanush. ¿Por qué te paras?
Where did I get to? Ah. Here's the forge. The blacksmith has some trouble and he's not working at the moment, but his apprentice is standing in for him tolerably. I hear you're a blacksmith's apprentice too. You lot could help if needed, couldn't you?
Us? What do you mean?
You and your master, or your father, whoever taught you.
They...
What is it, lad?
My father was the master blacksmith. He was killed in Skalitz.
Ah, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Thank you. So am I.
My papa died not long ago. Of course, it was old age got him. That's not the same, but I know a little how you feel.
Caballo de K-pop.
The Rate fiefdom is pretty big. Naturally, it starts here by the town and continues along the Sasau River all the way to Kohelnitz. Then there's Gallows Hill, lots of farmhouses scattered around. Neuhof, Merhoyed, Master Smill is in charge of
Neuhof y Merhoyed son partes de Rata,
It's all a bit complicated for a newcomer, I suppose. This lord here, that lord there, this exemption here, that right there. Exemptions from exemptions, rights to half of something, so on. It'd take you a year to make head or tail of it. This tower was only half the size when I was a young lad. Sir Hanush had it extended, made into an armory.
Aquí es donde venimos por las cosas, ¿no? Por la armadura y eso. Que está raro, o sea, nos está contando de que los territorios se dividen de manera muy extraña, de que Rata y hasta el río de Sasa o hasta quién sabe dónde, que Merho, Jedi y Neuhof son parte de también. Entonces supongo que suena que el tema de los terrenos estaba dividido a lo pendejo. Con razón habían tantos conflictos. Medio pueblo es mío, pero quiero esta mitad, ¿sabes? O llega hasta aquí y el otro güey como de no, yo quiero esta mitad, o no sé. Así me lo imagino. Y luego se matan todos. Nice.
My home, my family,
God be with you, Benesh. How goes it?
Well enough, Nightingale. It's quiet today.
Good. Where's Moimir, anyway? Isn't he supposed to be here with you?
Ah, yes. He hasn't turned up yet.
Oh, I see. Now, where might he have got to, then?
I don't know.
You don't know, eh? Let me tell you something. When the bailiff finds out Moimir's slacking off, he'll be in serious shit. And being a friend of his, you wouldn't want that, would you?
No.
So it's better if I deal with it and we leave the bailiff out of it, right?
Yes, I suppose so.
So where is he?
In the tavern. He was thirsty, so he...
Went for an ale. We know how that goes. Come on, Henry. Let's go and find that idler, and you'd better talk some sense into him.
Vamos a golpear borrachines. Flores, espérate. Ándale, crack. Atrapado.
Move your carcass and go and guard the gate. Not a word. Get moving. You're lucky it was me found out, not the bailiff, or God forbid, Captain Bernard. Out!
Que pues la neta sí, o sea, preferible que lo cague este güey a que lo agarre Bernard.
Let's have a drink.
Y luego me dice que nos sentemos nosotros a tomar LOL. LOL. La hipotenusa.
That fool got me all worked up.
A mí también.
Me as well, the lazy bastard.
My words exactly.
Hijo de
Just
puta,
when we need
aquí
every pair of eyes. You never know when the
sentado, tomando, jugando a los dados, cuando debería estar patrullando, pinche huevo.
Listen, Since we're sitting here anyway, how about a little game?
Pero claro que sí.
Why not?
Ya nos esforzamos bastante, bro.
May the best man win.
Nada. Si tuviéramos un 5, tendríamos aquí una escalerita buena, pero no. Vamos a volver a tirar porque está teniendo pura base. Ah, ya la cagamos. No, un 5, ya. Pues ni pedo. Tengo 50-50 si vuelvo a tirar. ¿La arriesgamos? Es que no he hecho nada. Venga, va. Ah, mira. Okay. Un mínimo 100 puntos más, ¿sabes? Y ya pasamos. Puta, 1000 puntos.
Now you.
Es que Henry anda bien salado, ¿eh? Mira, por ejemplo, aquí tenemos 2, 2 y 2. O sea, nos daría 200 puntos estas tres. Pero por 200 puntos prefiero tirar otra vez, ¿sabes? Y agarrar este dado y ya. Porque pues no es nada. O sea, prefiero tener más dados por el próximo tiro y ya. Esto nos da 300. Esto yo creo que sí lo voy a tomar. Y ahí vamos.
That's it.
Cágala.
I shouldn't have pushed it.
A ver si ya nos sale algo bueno, por Dios, porque no manches. Andy tiene peor suerte, cabrón. No. Fuck. Que no sale nada, ¿eh? ¿Ves este cabrón? Nah, ya nos ganó. F. Bueno, no hemos apostado nada. Sí, claro, o sea... Luego también hay dados especiales, dados cargados, que te dan más suerte, o bueno, más probabilidades de que caigas en estos números. Y pues, obviamente eso es muy útil, pero oye... Pero es que también, o sea, estamos teniendo una suerte asquerosa. ¿Qué está pasando?
I don't know how it was in Skalitz, but here in Rattay we close up at this hour. Except, of course, during fairs and big festivals. Then we don't close at all.
I see. Should I go and ring the bell?
If you wouldn't mind. The bell is hanging outside the rat house. Ring 3 times, then go to the Trader's Tavern by the market square and make sure the innkeeper closes up.
I'll do that.
Before I forget, it's forbidden to walk in Rattay at night without a torch. Here, take this one.
Okay. Me ha dado otra antorcha, ¿no? Ahora tenemos 2. Sí, vamos a tirar esta. Porque... o sea, no pesa mucho, pero son 2 kilitos que no lo necesito encima, ¿sabes? Ok, vamos a la casa consistorial, tocamos la campana y regresamos a la taberna para que la cierren. Aquí está Wolfram. No, pero ahí viene un guardia justo atrás. No, nada. O sea, a lo mejor ahorita que es de noche, pues aprovechamos para robarle, pero... Pero ahorita que las personas se vayan a su casa, porque ve cuánta multitud. Personas por todos lados. Y si es que yo creo que lo mejor sería de hecho robarle mientras esté dormido, ¿sabes? Porque le tenemos que robar el bolsillo y como no tenemos mucho nivel, pues es muy fácil que nos descubran ahorita. O sea, deberíamos de practicar primero con personas que estén dormidas, que es más difícil que nos agarren y ya como cuando tengamos mayor nivel, pues ya podemos hacer cosas más locas. Listo. Cerrar la taberna del comerciante. Mira, este güey nos da una misión. El Kunesh. Este era el borrachín, ¿no? A ver. El borrachín que nos agarramos a vergazos. En Skalitz.
You still owe me. Don't think I've forgotten.
I don't owe you. I owe your father, and he's dead. So get out of here.
Pinche culero. ¿Queréis llevar otra zurra? ¿De verdad queréis hacerme enfadar?
Do you really want to make me angry? Do you really think that's wise?
No, I don't. Fine, I owe you. And what am I supposed to do about it? You think you'll get anything from me? Look at what I've got. But maybe I could. Maybe I could tell you where you can find some money. If you forgive my debt, that is.
Sure.
All right, then. Start talking.
No. First, I want you to swear you won't be demanding anything else from me.
Muy bien.
Very well, then. Talk.
When we were running from Skalitz, I heard something. I don't know who said it. It's a miracle I could even hear it in that chaos. Either way, somebody hid a lot of coin under a dovecote.
Under a dovecote? And that's it?
That's all I know. How many dovecotes could there be in Skalitz? If you've got the guts to go back there, you're bound to find it.
Fine. We'll see.
Pues ya. O sea, esa es una mierda. O sea, vaya mierda de forma de pagar la deuda, ¿sabes? Ve a Skalitz, donde está lleno de bandidos armados hasta el culo. Donde escuché un rumor de que a lo mejor hay dinero escondido en X lado, ¿sabes? Que todos se parecen. Bueno, ya no me pude asomar a ver a esa chava, pero se parece un chingo de personajes.
St. Wenceslas in Olomouc was so drunk, he dragged the pig to the market
Aquí está este
square,
güey.
saddled it up, and rode it out of the town gate. no, we can see that this wasn't going to end well. So, Sir Peter and I rode off to look for the good cannon on his pig.
Did you find him?
We tracked the filthy beast down to a sty beyond Cronau. I mean, the beast with a tonsure on its head. We never found the real pig, but the Reverend was sound asleep in the pigsty.
Birds of a feather stick together. It seems the same goes for pigs and prelates. I toast, gentlemen, to pigs and prelates.
God save their bacon.
Sir Hans, forgive my intrusion, but I need...
Oh, but what? You want to join us? Want to buy us around? I'm afraid we don't drink with peasants. You're not in your village now, boy.
No, sir. Curfew's been rung. The alehouse is closing.
Que no hemos cumplido ellos, dice.
While I'm
O sea,
sitting
pero estos
here.
son guardias, ¿no?
If that's all, you're dismissed.
Are you out of your mind, lad? You can't cross his lordship. He's got a temper like a bear with gut ache. If I was you, I'd get lost before he shows it.
The bailiff instructed me to close the tavern at the proper hour. He doesn't want anyone disturbing the peace after curfew.
The bailiff? The bailiff can kiss my arse. I trust you haven't forgotten who's the rightful lord of Rattay.
No, it's Sir Hannes.
Oof.
Is he here? What? Is he hiding under the table, maybe? No! Then what he wants isn't worth a fart in a bathhouse. And besides, he's only in charge till I grow up.
Which clearly hasn't happened yet.
Oof.
Enough! You can't talk to me like that. I'm a nobleman.
Come now, sirs. You're not going to fight here, are you?
We most definitely are. This yokel needs to be taught his place.
El puto Janos. Digo el puto Janos, el puto Capon. Luego los vergazos. Nada, hombre, te voy a poner fino, bro. Saca la espada, pendejo. Hoy le voy a pegar al guardia, espérate. Ouch. Toma. Toma, eso, trábalo. Este par de pendejos.
What in the name of Christ is happening here? Hell? Answer me, damn you!
This peasant insulted me. I had to teach him a lesson.
By rolling around in the mud like a hog? That's a fine example of noble conduct.
Sir Hannes, the bailiff ordered me to...
Silence! You shut your mouth and thank your lucky stars that you are Radzig's ward. Have you gone out of your mind? Raising your hand to a nobleman? And you, Hans, How many times have I told you that drinking with your subjects might be good for their morale, but it's bad for your honor? You spend all your days drinking and chasing wenches, which wouldn't matter if you paid any attention at all to your duties. And now we see what that leads to. Tomorrow, you will go with me to a hearing. Some landowners have asked me to settle a dispute. It'll be an excellent lesson for you.
I had planned to go hunting, but if you think listening to the pointless gripes of a bunch of old fools will benefit me, so be it.
Oh, hunting? Well then, Your Grace, I'll tell you what. You can go hunting.
Really?
Oh, naturally. Who am I to deprive the young Lord Capon of his sport? And you can take Henry here as your page.
Him? Absolutely not.
You'll do as I've commanded. It's time you learned how to lead people, and not just in drinking and brawling. Now get out of my sight.
Sir, I have responsibilities of the bailiff.
Not anymore. Your responsibilities now are the Lord Capon. It's time you learned how to behave in the presence of nobility. Let's go. Tell the kitchen I'm hungry. It's been a long journey.
Y pues nos cagaron, como era de esperarse. Pues sale, lo voy a dejar aquí que ya nos guardo partida.